so today's video is going to be the long-awaited Sony a5100 review. I've been getting so many requests to film this review ever since I got this camera. I have about 4 months using it, so I feel like I could finally tell you what I like and what I don't like about it, but I do want to say I am no professional on technology or cameras, so I'll link some of my favorite reviews down below for you guys that are a little bit more professional, but without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first and foremost, this is what it looks like. It comes in this box and they have two colors. They have the white and the black one. I obviously went for the white because it's my favorite color and I'm a rebel. This does get dirtier quickly, I'm not going to lie. I would recommend the black one, but I prefer white over anything. Although if you are using it for makeup, traveling, or vlogging, I would definitely recommend for you guys to get the black one. I just clean it with alcohol wipes and it looks just as new, but it does get dirtier quickly. This retails for $5.98. I did get it on sale for $500 or $450 around there in Black Friday, and I think it's totally worth it. Now inside it brings the camera itself, the lens. These are the 16-50mm lens. It brings the charger, the battery that I currently have inside, and the strap. Alright, so let's first start with the cons because I have more positive things to say about it, although I feel like the negative are really important to know. And first and foremost, this is my third camera. You're wondering why, aren't you? If you're wondering why, it's because it's a really delicate camera. If it falls, if it drops, if anything happens to it, it's gonna get damaged really quickly. I usually always take good care of my technology. I've never really had to put insurance until this bad boy came along, and let me tell you why. So this camera, I got it in November for my Vegas trip. I wanted to take nice pictures, vlog, and all that fun stuff, and I stepped foot in the hotel, and it dropped in the lobby from my purse in marble floor. Let's just say I saw my life go away slowly. But point is, after it fell, it was working fine. I vlogged the whole day, I vlogged the next morning, and then I put it down to charge, and when I turned it back on, it couldn't read the lens. So basically the lens was damaged, and I had to wait till I got back to New York and see if I could exchange it because I didn't even get insurance on it, but thankfully Best Buy was able to exchange it for me. After that happened, I obviously learned my lesson and I got insurance on it, so I would definitely recommend for you guys to get insurance on it if you get this camera. But the second time was that this little button right here, it didn't work. I don't know why. It just randomly stopped working. I didn't do anything to the camera, so I went back to Best Buy and they thankfully again exchanged it for me. So this is my third camera, long story short. Second con has to be the clicking sound that it makes, especially when you're vlogging. This gives me major anxiety. Major anxiety. Honestly, the reason why I have this is because it kind of makes it less. You know, I was honestly thinking of just clipping these things off, but then I thought, like, what if I travel and I really need to use a strap? So I just decided to put the strap on because it helps prevent the sound. But if you don't like using the strap and you still want to prevent the sound, I would recommend for you to tape it, although it's not going to look as appealing. Third con has to be the fact that it doesn't bring an external battery charger. You could obviously buy it on Amazon, but I was expecting for it to come in the kit. My Canon T5i and the Canon PowerShot brought the external battery charger, unlike this one. So to actually charge it, the battery has to be inside the camera, which is not convenient because the wire is extremely short and your camera tends to be on the floor, at least for me. But point is, you have to buy an external battery charger, although what I do love about it is the fact that the battery itself lasts a long time compared to my Canon and my Canon PowerShot. I also wish the actual viewfinder was protected because this can get scratched pretty easily. Mine is already scratched, especially if you throw it in the bag and you're on the go. You have to be careful. Right, so moving on to the pros. My number one love for this camera and the main reason why I got it, it's the Wi-Fi setting. You could automatically send pictures to your phone through an app which is called Play Memories. It just basically transfers your pictures pretty easily to your phone, which is really convenient, especially if you're on the go. The quality in this camera, it's amazing. If you're starting on YouTube, I would definitely recommend for you guys to get this camera. I started with the Canon PowerShot ELPH110HS. Right now I have the Canon T5i like I mentioned previously, but I do recommend this camera if you are starting on YouTube or if you're traveling, if you want nice pictures. This is an amazing camera overall. I absolutely love it. I love the viewfinder, obviously. I also love the fact that you could exchange lenses whenever you want and bring different lenses with you. The flash is great as well. It has a button in the corner which flips like so. It's a little bit delicate, so just be careful when you're putting it back inside, but aside from that, it's a great flash. I like the speed that it has when you're recording or take pictures moving. I don't know the proper term, but when you move your camera, it still captures the moment really nicely. That's a great pro to have. It has great settings in here as well if you want to take it manual, landscape, portraits, inside, outside pictures. It's just really great overall, but I usually just keep it in intelligent auto. The zoom in this camera is great. As you can tell, the lens are amazing and it's really clear as well. Like I mentioned earlier, the battery lasts a long time, which is a great pro for me because, for example, the Canon T5i, I have to keep 2 batteries because it constantly dies out, but this one I currently only have 1 battery and it's still great for me. Another great feature that it has is the soft skin effect, which basically blurs any imperfections, so it's great for selfies or pictures overall. Alright, so I'm now going to zoom in for you guys and show you the actual settings and how it looks up close.
Alright, so the viewfinder flips up like so, which is very convenient, especially if you're vlogging or filming. Then on the right corner, it has the on and off button, the zoom button as well, and the movie, which is the video recording. And on the other side, it has the flash. Alright, so first we have menu, settings, playback button, and the questions button, which just has different questions that you may have on the camera itself. Then moving on with camera settings, which has many options, but my favorite one, like I mentioned earlier, it's the soft skin effect. I preferably use the low option just because it looks a lot more natural, but you have the high or medium option as well. Then we have the application settings, playback button, which is just more options to view your pictures better. Custom settings, which is where you could get more detailed on exposure and just different colors and zoom techniques and all that fun stuff. And my favorite feature, which is the wireless setting. It's basically where you can send your pictures directly to your phone. You just choose your pictures and then it gives you a Wi-Fi code. Again, like I mentioned, the zoom feature in this camera, it's great and it's super clear. Now on the right side of the camera, it's where you insert your SD card and where you could charge your camera as well. And in the bottom, it's the battery. One of the great things about this camera is that it's an E-mount interchangeable lens camera, and the one that I have, like I mentioned earlier, it's the 16-15mm lens.
Alright, so like I mentioned earlier, it is an amazing camera, but it's very delicate, so I would recommend a case, and this is the one that I have. It's a beautiful brown leather, faux leather case, and I got it from Amazon. That's what it looks like on. And it covers and protects your camera really nicely. It also has a strap that it comes with it. I'm going to link it down below for you guys so you can check it out. Alright, so that was pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy and found it helpful. I'll link some more reviews down below for you guys that were helpful for me and informative. And if you own this camera, let me know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions on it. Maybe your pros and cons so more people could get more feedback. But overall, I do think it's an amazing camera, especially if you're starting on YouTube or if you're a beauty blogger, fashion blogger, traveler. I think this is an amazing camera to vlog, take pictures. I really love the quality of this camera. So give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And see you next time. Bye. Milli rock. Decided to go with the white because I'm a rebel. You know, that's what rebels do. Now inside, we're gonna have to close this because it's bothering me. Came along, I had to put insurance because let's just say it dropped. But like I was like, what if I need it again? And it fell and dropped, and I saw my life go like away, you know? I was like, oh my god, what in the world?